motherfuckers. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday, right? Where's it Tuesday? What's today? Ooh, it's Wednesday, okay. Whew, damn, it's already been a week, huh? Um, Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Who up with me? Who up with me? Where you at? Where you at? Roll call, roll call. Tell me where you from, where you at, where you be. What it do? We broadcasting live from the lovely Yay area, California. And I'm back with another one. It's your girl Barbie Drees. It's your girl Barbie Drees, the talented intuitive. Just coming to sprinkle some of my fairy dust on you motherfuckers this morning. Drops a couple gems. So I did have a few downloads this morning. Some dope ass downloads brought to you by yours truly. In this season, you have to make peace with that baggage and leave it. Where you are meant to go, there's no room for it. Whatever habits, whatever toxic dynamics, whatever past trauma, unhealed trauma, you have to make peace with it and move forward. I just saw a ball and chain. I just saw an anchor to a ship. I'm hearing your ships have docked, but also in retrospect, a lot of us, a lot of you, us too, I'm part of this collective as well, and pick your poison, are, you've anchored yourself and you're stagnant right now. You're stagnated by this anchor. And it's time to move forward, baby. It's time to release. It's time to let go. And I'm hearing a lot of people say, like, how do I let go? How do I heal? How do I begin to heal? And I remember asking the same thing. And I asked High Priestess this, because she told me that I needed to heal. She encouraged me to go do some shadow work, which I wasn't aware of what the fuck shadow work was back then. Told me I need to go somewhere secluded so I can cry. She told me that I had years of crying to make up for it. At the time, I was so blocked into my grief that I couldn't even cry. I was writing a lot, you know what I mean? But I also was, I had a really hard, aggressive codependency to drugs and partying, you know? And I couldn't cry because I was numbing myself every fucking day. Numbing myself. You gotta allow yourself to feel. In order to heal, you have to feel, you know? Sorry if that sounds like kind of corny or whatever, but it's real though. It's real, you know? You have to allow yourself to feel and acknowledge your feelings. And you make peace with it by forgiving yourself. Fuck them people. I'm not at the part of my healing where I forgive people that fuck me over. I'm not there yet, so I'm not about to push no shit that I'm not about to do. What I am about to do is forgive myself, though. You feel me? There's certain people in my life, certain abusers in my life. It's forever fuck you, and I can't wait until I hear about your untimely demise. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, shit. I'm human. You feel me? I'm an angel and a demon, and I own that shit, you know? But what I am gonna do, while I'm not ready to forgive you, I'm gonna forgive myself. I'm gonna forgive that version of me because she didn't know no better. She did not know any better, and there was nobody around to teach her, you know? Like, a lot of us, even if you grew up in a household with your parents, I'm starting to feel emotional because I don't know who I'm tapping into or whatever, but it's, even those that have lived in two parent households, single mother households, you could have been the only child. Or you had hella siblings and you were overlooked. You didn't get that companionship. You still had to teach yourself. You was probably left alone a lot too. You know? We are in a working age generation. Our parents have to work. You feel me? The moms can't sit in the house. You feel me? You know? Like, And if you did have that type of upbringing, more salute to you, salute to your parents, you know what I mean? Salute to your bloodline. It wasn't like that for a lot of us, you know what I mean? And that loneliness, it formed a detachment, you know what I mean? And yesterday when I went live, I was speaking on our detachment styles, you know what I mean? And definitely go click the last video, the last live, for that one, and just check me out in general, you know what I mean? If you need some soul food, if you're craving some soul food, some peace, prosperity, positivity, and a bunch of other fucking pussy power or big dick energy, you feel me? Definitely tap in. That's what I'm all about, you know? While but we gotta make peace with that though, you know? A lot of us are harboring unnecessary feelings. We are allowing people in situations to live rent-free in our minds and our hearts, and it's not fair to you. It's not fair to your fucking nervous system. How in the fuck you haven't talked to this person in years and just the thought of them still triggers your nervous system? You giving them too much power, baby. Way too much motherfucking power. And I'm stubborn. I don't like nobody having no type of power over me. You know what I mean? So I'm constantly battling intrusive thoughts. Constantly. You know? I'm not a very revengeful person, so my mind obsesses. Like, my shadow gets mad at me because it's like, bitch, retaliate. Kill her! Finish him, you know? But my higher self is always who has the will. She always has, you know? Even when I was younger, I didn't realize it. But it took a lot to bring the darkness out of me, you know? And a lot of people took advantage of that shit. But really, like, I didn't mind letting people feel like they got the best of me because I didn't want to end up in jail, you know? I know the extent of my temper. And trust me, nobody want to see it. You know, tripping is healthy, but sometimes when I trip, it's on another level. You know what I mean? So I used to always tell people that was my warning. I'm the last person you want to trip in this room, under this roof, in this building. You feel me? And I stand on that shit. So I don't let people get that out of me. You know what I mean? So while we are tackling these intrusive thoughts, forgiving yourself for even giving that person that much power, forgiving yourself for not knowing, forgiving yourself and acknowledging where you were at that time in your life. Like, of course I was surrounded by darkness, nigga. I was depressed. I lost my brother. I lost my child. Nigga, I lost the love of my life. I lost one of my best fucking friends. Nigga, within a year to 2 years and less of each other. Back to back to back to back to back to back. Nigga, I was fucked up. You know? So, who I was around at that time wasn't the best people, but they were at the moment. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a friend that introduced me to the party scene and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I needed to get the fuck out of the house. Yeah, I didn't need to be fucking going on benders, going party hopping and shit like that, but that was better than me locking myself in the fucking house, not answering the phone, not eating, not sleeping, not eating. I wasn't even high. I wasn't even drunk. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. It's probably just staring at a wall. I've been that depressed. No TV on, no music on, nothing. Just staring at the fucking wall. Sit on the floor. I got furniture. What are you doing? You know? So, acknowledging that, like, people... Like they say, people come in for reasons, seasons, or a lifetime, you feel me? Or I feel it's lifetimes, my nigga. I met hell of my soulmates this life. And I know soul recognition. My body tell me, I know this person. You know what I mean? But those people come in for those seasons to teach you. You know what I mean? And they serve their purposes, for good or for bad, for darker or for lighter, you know? But that person ain't in your life no more, so why are you still worried about it? Why is it holding you back? They broke your heart. Now you can't move forward with nobody else? Everybody is not that nigga. Everybody is not that female that hurt you, bruh. That female that broke your heart when you was 16, get the fuck over it. You're 48. I just had to make a joke to my men out there because they really do. You get your heart broken in junior high school and now you don't trust females for the rest of your life. Boy, stop. You don't always have to make light in the midst of my banter. But yeah, that was like the dominant download though. You know, I had another one though. I'm trying to remember it. I guess we just gonna have to save it for another day. Another day, another download. You know what I mean? But where you're headed though, we need you to be lighter. The universe needs you to be lighter. God needs your heart to be lighter so that you can make it through these portals, so that you can elevate, so that you can complete these timeline shifts. You know? The farther you get into your new reality, the harder your fucking past is gonna tug at you. And you have to have enough mental power to tug back, to not let it overtake you. Understanding that like a lot of like these lessons come in cycles, and it's gonna keep happening just to even show you like, damn, this motherfucker keep coming back and I keep turning him down. What the fuck is it? They like, all right, we just making sure you ain't dumb. We knew you felt lonely this week, so let's see, you know? But it's just showing you how far you came, you know? And that's another thing too. Take those tough times that you had in the past as a reflection and rejoice on it. I ain't there no more. I don't take that type of shit no more. I don't entertain those type of people anymore. I don't allow those type of people in my life anymore. I haven't talked to that person in years. You know what I mean? Acknowledge the fact that when you turned the fuck back, when you turned around, you did not turn back. When you turned away, you did not turn back. And that's a victory in its own. I don't know who's been in, like, who's dealt with domestic violence, you know what I mean? A lot of us deal with DV. I see a lot of teenagers going through that shit right now, and it's crazy. Y'all fighting on the playground. That's crazy, bruh. But you aren't that person anymore. And how they treated you ain't a reflection of who you are or who you were or who you're going to be. You know? People don't treat you a certain way because there's something wrong with you. People treat you a certain way because there's something wrong with them. And that's on period, bruh. All these gaslighters, manipulators, and shit like that. Like, that's really a pet peeve of mine, my nigga. Like, it's crazy to see how malicious people could be. You target this innocent soul, and you see the purity in them, and you just want to destroy it. A part of you hates yourself so much that you want to destroy somebody else's purity, somebody else's happiness. When we all got the same 24, you know? So what you about to do with yours? You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't do nothing with their 24 hours but sit and watch other people and hate and criticize. First of all, you can't criticize shit that I got going on. For real. Like, nigga, single mama, have a career. Nigga, I have my own business. I'm a performer. You feel me? Like a featured artist at that. I made it. You feel me? I went from nigga crying sad because I didn't make the list to being on the bill, bitch. What are you talking about? What are you about to say? You been in the stands watching me the whole time. Where's the comparison, bruh? I'm saying. But, oh damn, I forgot my other download, guys. Gosh. God damn it. Nah, holy style. Nah, I already put that this ain't for kids. Y'all cuss too much for kids to look at my content. So, but good morning, everybody. Good morning, whoever's tuned in. Where you from? Where you been? Hey. If you're in the chat, let me see what city you from. What city you in? Where in the world are you? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I'm hella old. I just aged the fuck out of myself. But I just wanted to, tap in with y'all. You see, I've been consistent. I like this being able to take my walks and talk with y'all, get these little downloads out. Helps me be a producer, not a consumer on this social media shit. And, serving y'all some good soul food because we all need it. A bunch of peace, prosperity, positivity, and a bunch of motherfucking pussy power. Brought to you by yours truly. The broad, the bitch, the boss, the mom. You're talented, intuitive. The hostess of spirituality. Leading all you bitches to the promised land. Myself included. It's Drees the Black Barbie, Barbie Drees, Barb the Broad. No, I'm shouting myself out like it's a rap song. But I love y'all. I hope your day is as beautiful as you are. I hope you are productive. Do something for yourself today. Do something that's gonna make your body, do something that your body is gonna appreciate. Do something that's gonna make your heart smile today. You know what I mean? Invest in yourself, because that's always gonna be your best and most fucking promising investment. You feel me? And I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Hey, hey, hey.